Good morning or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. My name is Samaya Leggett, and this presentation will inform you on the City of Augusta IT department and a specific job position that they're scouting for. By the end of this presentation, I will have convinced you that I am both qualified and the best match for this position based on my technical education and superior soft skills. As I said, my company of interest is the City of Augusta, more specifically the Information Technology Department. Per their mission statement found on their AugustaGA.gov website, Augusta Information Technology will deliver quality technology services to empower our customers. From what I've gathered from my interview with the director of the IT department, Ms. Tamika Allen, wonderful lady, the IT department has a high priority on customer service. Ms. Allen emphasizes that they don't refer to the people who we assist as users, but as customers, and we treat them as such. This change, although it seems small, is a more personal way to show respect to their customers as people. She further told me that before she became director, the employees of the department were very impatient, had bad customer service, and were kind of condescending to the less knowledgeable customers. But under her leadership, Ms. Allen has flipped that description. As you can see from the bottom two charts, the department's efficiency and effectiveness has shown impressive growth overall. I would like to most importantly point out that the overall customer satisfaction rating has been a steady 98% from 2017 to 2019. Also, note the significant increase in training classes held from 21 to 44, and the decrease in average time to complete work orders went from 2 days to only 1.2 days. Besides the fact that I love the City of Augusta, there are many solid reasons for me wanting to work here. First off, this department is centered around teamwork and family. During our interview, Ms. Allen said that the work culture was, and I quote, determined and loyal to the cause, respecting one another, and treating each other as family. This evaluation of culture is also supported by a Glassdoor review by a City of Augusta employee, as they describe their work environment as a family environment with good supervision and respect for coworkers. Other reviews from Indeed.com describe working in the IT department as a great place to get training, offering a great work-life balance, and easy/busy work. I will say one of the prevalent cons that I saw in these reviews was the salary. But after researching, I found that someone with almost the same job description reported making $45,000 to $49,000 per year on Glassdoor, which falls in the average for this job title in Augusta, Georgia. The range being $44,000 to $56,000, according to Salary.com. I honestly find this to be a fair salary for an entry-level position. Besides the positive work culture, the experience I get in training, and the pay and benefits of working for a government entity, I want to work for the City of Augusta because I believe in contributing to the technical development of my home city. Right now, they have many initiatives to accomplish this, such as the Smart City Initiative, which incorporates smart technologies, digital tools, and data analytics into city services, and the Infrastructure Initiative, which will replace older and unsupported infrastructure equipment and add additional resources to infrastructure operating near capacity, so they need to be replaced. And these initiatives can be found on the department's website. As some of these new initiatives continue to progress and more customers and city employees are having to adapt to the changes, I look forward to assisting them and also furthering my understanding of these technologies through training and experience. You can see in this picture the newly built Cyber Center, which I intern at. I consider these buildings a stepping stone in Augusta's advancement in urbanization and technology. Now on to the position itself. Even though it may not be what I want to do for years to come, I would love to start off in the help desk specialist position I found via Glassdoor. According to clearancejobs.com, a help desk technician is one of the best places to start in your IT career. They acknowledge that it may not pay a lot, but they recommend that you will learn if you pay attention to what goes on around you and ask plenty of questions. This is also a job where you may have some downtime, which, if utilized productively, can prove to be a great time to study for certifications or read up on what you don't quite understand. If anything, this is where most upper-level system architects and design experts find their first stepping stone. As a help desk specialist, I would be assisting users with technical support of information technology and hardware software. Some key responsibilities of this position would be receiving and promptly answering the help requests, preparing a variety of reports, schedules, and statements to and from internal financial and external agencies, assisting in software and hardware maintenance, ensuring timely response and communication with the customers, and assisting in the maintenance of documentation for policies and procedures of the help desk. With time, I would also be expected to train any new hires to come into my position. These are all pretty standard job expectations for a help desk position and not very intimidating. In my second interview with Mr. Glenn Hall, the client support manager, I asked what my typical day would be like in this position. He informed me that I would only occasionally be the one to physically appear with the clients to solve technical issues. People in this position are on the front lines, and most of the technical issues that they get throughout the day can be fixed with a simple phone call or by virtual access to the customer's machine. The only time I would be expected to step outside of my normal duties and go to the customers in person is if there were a major disaster on multiple machines at once, or if there was a rollout of a major new implementation. As for the qualifications, they're pretty minimal as expected for an entry-level position. At a minimum, they require an associate degree in IT, computer science, or other tech discipline, and at least 1 year of experience in technical support or help desk/desktop support. There are other common sense qualifications such as familiarity with hardware, software, and operating systems, but the one that stood out was the ability to perform a 24-hour on-call duty, which I do not mind doing. Now I'm sure you're asking, how do I measure up to these criteria? Well, I consider myself to be well-rounded. In May of 2021, I will be graduating from Augusta University with my Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. I will have accumulated 132 credit hours in just under 3 years, with 39 of those credits being IT and computer science classes. The coursework relevant to this position would be my familiarity of using and developing virtual machines, which I will deploy to help the customers. I learned the core roles, functions, and services of operating systems such as Windows 8 and 10 and Linux Ubuntu and Kali. I can install and patch said operating systems, configure and troubleshoot network connectivity, which is a common issue for basic computer users, and I can secure access to certain files or folders for security purposes, back up and restore all or parts of an operating system, and analyze system audit logs to identify any irregularities or in security or performance. These skills will be useful in the event of a computer failure in trying to retrieve any unsaved data or restoring a machine to its original state. I also learned more administrative skills, such as managing user accounts and passwords and configuring profiles to allow or deny access to certain features of the machine. Given the department's data integrity initiative, which strives to improve their disaster recovery and business continuity procedures, my abilities to restore operating systems to previously backed up versions will allow me to contribute to this effort. Not only have I learned technical abilities through my college education, but I have also gotten real hands-on experience through my internship at the Georgia Cyber Center. As an application developer intern, I have personally assisted in the development and eventually the deployment of a virtual machine that serves as a one-stop shop for users to launch a fully configured virtual machine, making it user-friendly to less experienced users. If you can recall, I have already satisfied the education requirement for the job, but I have only had around 5 months of experience in this internship. By the time I graduate in May 2021, I will have around 10 months of experience in technical support and troubleshooting, which you have to continuously do in developing a new application. So I would only have to wait another 1 to 2 months until I would be fully qualified for this position. But no, technical abilities are not the only skills needed for this position. Good communication skills, the ability to work good in teams, and customer service is also required. Before my internship, I was employed with Belkin Evans, Georgia, where I worked as a sales associate. Not only did I have 3 personal customer compliments to my manager on my behalf in the mere 10 months I worked there, but I also made Employee of the Month twice. Before that, I was also manager at Embers Grill in Bowtown, Georgia, where I got promoted at the young age of 18 to manager because I was recognized for my strong teamwork skills and the ability to work calmly under pressure. There was even a time I was able to get 2 adult coworkers to come together after an argument over disrespectful comments. It was a stressful shift, but I used conflict resolution skills and stood as a mediator to get them to hear each other's side. They apologized and we finished out the shift strong. During my 2 interviews, I did get a more precise understanding of what the IT department is looking for in a new hire. Mr. Hall states that he appreciates someone who is hardworking, He understands that not everyone comes in knowing everything, but during training, he expects that you put in the work needed. Communicate when you don't understand something and not get flustered when the workload is high, because there are days when the help desk is flooded and you have to be able to work calmly under pressure. Ms. Allen emphasized that what she values most out of a new hire is hunger, a hunger for opportunity and growth. I have always been one to overachieve because I am always grateful for where I'm at, but I always know I can do better. Take, for example, during my days at Belt, I was able to triple my credit selling goals at end of year from 70 to 216 credits, and that was my first retail job. In my studies, I have made the dean's list the past 6 semesters with an average of 6 classes while being employed full time. In my current job as a claims specialist at the Department of Labor, we are given a daily quota to process 175 image batches a day. Well, I average 250 to 300 just to stay ahead. I have the hunger and the determination to further myself in my technical career. I can stay calm under pressure. I have the eagerness to further my technical education and training because I understand that technology changes every day, and I enjoy helping people. Thank you for your time and consideration, and hopefully I've shown you why I, Samaya Leggett, am a promising candidate for the help desk specialist position at the City of Augusta.